if we could go ahead and get us started off here today. Wonderful. I'm Jesse Bounds. I'm the director of the Mayor's Office of Innovation and Performance, and together with Gwendolyn Tillotson, the Mayor's Office of Economic Development, Andy Eakin, the Chief Development Officer, and of course our great Mayor Sylvester Turner, we have been leading the effort for the City of Houston on this kiosk deployment. And so I just want to welcome everyone here today. It's been such a great journey to get us to this point so far. Doesn't it look like this is always just meant to be? It's just beautiful. And also, we called up the special weather today just for this occasion, Chamber of Commerce weather. We have joined with us today, of course, Mayor Sylvester Turner, who will be offering remarks here in a moment. Michael Heckman, the president of Houston First. Council members Edward Pollard, Abby Kamen, and Gallegos, our district council member here, as well as David Mintzberg with the chair of Houston First. And so without further ado, really, Mayor, thank you so much for your leadership in getting us to today. We're going to have these kiosks are going to be a huge asset to the city. Will open up the doors to the city like never before. And so with that, let's turn it over to the mayor. So let's give him a big round of applause.
Thanks, Jesse, and certainly let me thank you for your leadership. And again, I do want to acknowledge David Mintzberg, chairman of the board of Houston First, and Michael Heckman, the president and CEO. But we're in District I, City Council District, Councilmember Robert Gallegos. So we're in his district in downtown area. Yeah. And I do want to continue to acknowledge our council members, Councilmember Kamen and Councilmember Pollard, for being present. I know Pete Scanlon is not up here, but still he's the CEO. So Pete, let me thank you. Jabron and I met some years ago. I want to say going back to maybe 2018. Yeah, and then a member of the Somali community, which has been a terrific partner with us. So I really appreciate Jabron and then of course I do want to acknowledge my own team. Because Andy has been very much engaged and involved in this process. So give it up to Andy Eakin, Chief Economic Development Officer for the city. Look, this is a tremendous day. Bobby, thank you for your work on everything. And Bobby Singh is a member of the board of Houston First. So thank you, Gwen Tillotson, and all others who participated. So look, we're glad the day has finally come to introduce IKE to Houston. We all know that Houston has so much to offer visitors and residents alike: world-class restaurants, a vibrant and diverse art and culture scene. Nicole Irvin is here. Entertainment venues and attractions, parks and recreational activities. These kiosks will open the doors of the city like never before, welcoming all to enjoy everything that makes our city so special. As we're in front of the Marriott Marquis with the Texas River up on that 6th level. There are so many benefits of these kiosks. They are a useful wayfinding tool, helping people explore our city by showing them nearby points of interest and transportation options from point A to point B via public transit, bike share, ride hailing, and of course walking. The kiosks reinforce the city's commitment to sustainable, equitable, and accessible transportation services and resources. By making it easier to find local businesses, events, and area attractions, and allow for people to fully explore and, more importantly, experience the communities where the kiosks are located, they are also fostering economic development. Small and large businesses alike will have equal opportunity to attract new patrons or visitors regardless of their marketing budget, which is the equity value of the kiosk. And when expected events or emergencies like hurricanes, flooding, or other weather events arise, and hopefully there won't be too many of those over the next couple of years, these kiosks are a widespread communication platform where we can disseminate information, public messaging, information, and emergency alerts in real time in a highly visible way. We can engage with pedestrians in new and innovative ways through surveys, games, and photo booth filters, just to name a few. But it's not just about how these kiosks will serve us today. They are also a visible sign of our commitment towards technology and innovation, not just for those that are already digitally connected, but also those who are not. Each kiosk is equipped with free public access Wi-Fi and will connect people with the many social services, jobs, and skill training options available throughout our city. They also serve as a backbone to our Smart City program, which features such as air quality monitors and emergency calling and security cameras to enhance pedestrian safety. Finally, and importantly, with budgets soon looming, these kiosks are a public-private partnership, adding a valuable revenue stream to the city, all without taxpayer funding. These digital kiosks will play a significant role in the future landscape of our city and provide a world-class amenity that all visitors and residents can enjoy. I want to thank the people at IKE for being excellent partners in this deployment, and we look forward to continuing our already solid relationship. We said we would start with 25 and place them throughout the city, and then we would quickly go from there. I also want to thank Michael Heckman and the Houston First Team, David Mintzberg, for their support on this project and all of their work to ensure these kiosks promote the city and will be useful to visitors and convention goers. You cannot be a smart city if you don't have smart technology, and you cannot be an international global city unless you are a welcoming city. And people cannot know what you have unless we make that information readily available. We cannot put a person on every corner, in every block, in every mile, but we certainly can use technology to connect all of our key points and make it easy for people to know what's in this great city. You can have a whole lot of great things happening, but if people don't know where they are, then it's not like you don't have it at all. And there are so many of you in the crowd today, from city council and other elected officials, representatives of TERS and management districts, organizations like the TMC and the Greater Houston Partnership, and everyone on our team that have helped to make today possible. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Can't wait. And let me just say, for those in the disability community, it is also accessible for them. We didn't want to leave anyone out. So I would like to believe that this beautiful day means that the good Lord is smiling on us and saying, you know, job well done. Okay? Where's Chris? Chris Lawson. Oh, why are you back there, man? Why don't you come up towards the front, you know? I know I see Arjanita back there, Arjanita Scott Davis. Good to see you. Okay, now let me yield. Jester, you bring him up?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Excellent. Thank you, Mayor. All right. Well, certainly IKE's partnership has been very good for the city of Houston. We've been really great. They've been really great partners. Pete, you have a fantastic team. CEO Pete Scanlon, thank you. Would love to bring up one of IKE's team members right now, Jabran Shir Mohammed, who's the VP over business development for IKE. So come join us, IKE.
Thank you, Jesse. Hi, everybody. Houston's really showing off today. Well, first, my name is Jabran Shir Mohammed. I'm the Vice President of Business Development at IKE Smart City. And I want to thank the residents of Houston for welcoming us into your city. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, council members. Your leadership in paving the way to making the city more interconnected and more sustainable is what's brought us here. So thank you for that. Thank you to the Office of Innovation and the Office of Economic Development. Gwen, Jesse, Andy, your thoughtful guidance was critical in getting us to where we are today. And Mayor and Councilman, members, you guys have an incredible city staff. And then I want to thank Houston First, the Downtown Management District, Central Houston, the TERSs, for helping us reach out to Houstonians across the city, local businesses, small businesses, and community leaders to help us understand how to make these kiosks most useful to residents of Houston and visitors, and also where to site them. IKE was built with 3 objectives in mind: how to promote local businesses, encourage the use of public transit and walkability, and to support the pursuit of social equity. When you walk up to the kiosk and select eat or drink, shop, or play, it's going to organize based on proximity. So then you're directed to the most local business when you're looking for where to eat or drink or where to find coffee. Then when you select Get Around, IKE will put together a trip plan for you based on public transit so that you're using all of the modes of transit at your disposal to try to get to your destination. And then finally, a significant number of these kiosks are going to be installed in historically disenfranchised communities across the city, and contain information about where to find food aid, addiction recovery resources, safe shelter, and jobs, so that we're promoting that information across the city. Each kiosk will be programmed with a multitude of languages, and also at each kiosk site, it's going to reflect the design aesthetic of that community. So the network as a whole is really highlighting the diversity that makes Houston so great. Mayor, council members, we're thrilled to play a role in making your city more walkable and more sustainable. So thank you for having us, and we look forward to many years ahead.
Let me recognize Councilmember Robert Gallegos, who's the District Council Member for District I, which is downtown.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank David and Michael with Houston First, and Christopher, of course, with the Downtown Management District, and the mayor, council, and everyone that made this possible. This morning, Mr. Mohammed was giving me a preview of the kiosk. And what really got my attention, again, representing downtown Houston, there's some assistance in regards to the homeless that are here in the downtown area. They can come to the kiosk. They can see where the shelters are at. So those that are in need of services. So that right there is very important. And I want to thank them for having that on these kiosks, because that's something that we are working with and dealing with here in downtown Houston, and that's going to be an asset. So again, thank you.
Thank you, Council Member. So there are a lot of benefits to these kiosks. One of the main benefits, though, is that these are going to improve the visitor experience for the city. And we're sitting in front of the George R. Brown here, where Houston First has their office, and there will be a lot of convention goers and a lot of tourists that come and use these kiosks to find everything that Houston has to offer. So I'd like to recognize Michael Heckman, the CEO of Houston First, to come up here and say a few words. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Jesse, and good morning, everyone. And I'll tell you what, we're getting this installed just at the right time. We've got a 6,000-person convention that will be moving in today and tomorrow to take place here at the George R. Brown Convention Center, which is a welcome development as we continue to see the recovery of our visitor economy and our convention experience. We believe these are enormous value adds to the visitor experience. As Houston continues to move forward as a very, very visitor-friendly city, as well as one that demonstrates innovation. These are very, very important. So I want to thank you, Mayor Turner, all the members of your team that brought this to fruition, Andy, everyone else that was involved to be able to make this happen. Houston First is proud to participate with it. We are proud to provide information, content that can be valuable not only to visitors but also to Houstonians alike. As these go out throughout the community, we are in downtown, we are right here in our convention district, which is extremely important for the things that we do, but we also represent the entire city. all of our city. And so we have visitors, we have Houstonians that will be all over. And as we are able to disseminate that information about places to go and visit, we have such rich culture in this city, many, many wonderful things to do. I won't go on and on about that because I'll be here all day talking about all those things. But the more platforms that we have to be able to deliver that type of information, not just through our website, but through devices like this. And I tell you, I practiced on it a little bit today. Even I can use it. So that really means something. I can use my iPhone. I can use this. So it's very, very user-friendly, intuitive technology. It's great to be able to have it here in Houston, and I can't wait to see our visitors, the thousands of visitors that we'll have in town this week, be able to experience it. So it's on behalf of Houston First and all of our partners, we're really proud to be here today and to be able to see this initiative kicked off. Thank you.
Okay, well, that wraps the program. I just want to thank everyone for coming today. Definitely, we'll take some questions from the media if you would like. Everyone else, y'all are free to go, and IKE has furnished a lot of really good food and beverages over there, so please take advantage of those. But let's hear if y'all have any questions from the media. Is there?
See, El.
I hear you mentioned we are going to have to make 25 of these special gadgets around the city. Are you able to speak about how much cost every one of those?
In terms of the revenue that will be derived, I don't have that particular number. Andy, do you have that? It will be several $1 million from these 25. That would be the 25 would be the initial deployment. They will all be in place probably between now and, let's say, the beginning of the summer. Then we'll pause for a very short period of time, and then we will then end up deploying, I think, as many as 125 throughout the city. And hopefully that number will be deployed sooner rather than later. That's my intent. But we're continuing to focus on technology, smart city innovation. And I think the more we can do, the more it becomes consistent with our overall agenda. So 25 in short order, and then the remaining 100 will start after that. Okay? The 25 before the summer, that's the plan. And then after that, immediately after the summer, we'll deploy even more. We think that it will be a tremendous hit, that people will want it, throughout the key areas in our city. Okay, I know people right now when they come to Houston, and they of course they want to know where the Papa Do's is, but they want to know where the Breakfast Club is, too. So they want to know where the art scene is. The number one question is, where's City Hall? Yeah. Well, y'all wasn't supposed to laugh at me. That's But but again, it's about connecting our city. We are the most diverse city in the United States. How many languages, Jamron, is on? How many languages?
Over 15.
There are over 15 languages that are on the kiosk. So it's about connecting our city and pulling us close, having us closer together. So I'm excited about what the technology has to offer. Pete, I know you are not speaking, but you're in the back. You can at least come up. You're the CEO, so. That answer, but several $1 million just from the 25. Okay, any other questions? Yes. We're working with all of our stakeholders. For example, we're working with Texas Medical Center. We're working with the Museum District. So it's in collaboration with the various stakeholders where we work collaboratively to decide where they need to be placed. High traffic areas, places that we know even Houstonians will be frequenting, complete communities. I don't want to leave out those communities who oftentimes where the investments do not occur in those communities. In my opening comments, I underscored the importance of equity. Equity in terms of, for example, for small businesses who may not have the big budget, but we want them included as well. Equity in terms of geographical placement, because we want to highlight communities, diverse communities. And quite frankly, for some people, you know, they come into our city, but they may not know where to go, you know, to take advantage of the diversity within our city. The technology will help to disseminate that information. So we want to be very collaborative in our approach in terms of the placement, but equity is also at the center of the equation. Okay? Anything else? Well, look, enjoy it, you know, come in and you know, take your, you know, your selfie. Yeah, take your take your selfie with it. But enjoy this beautiful day. Again, let me thank let me thank Jabron, let me thank Pete, you know, but let me thank Houston FIRS, the council members, all of the different stakeholders, the economic development team, the whole 9 yards, because it has been a collaborative approach. And again, for me, it's about selling our city, marketing our city, and oftentimes, you know, there are 2.3 million Houstonians that live in this city. Many of them don't even know what's in the city. They don't know. So we have to provide every available tool to let them know what's in the city. And then for those who are coming to the city, we need to let them know what's here so that they can be connected to them. Okay? Thank you all so very much. Appreciate it.
I almost forgot. We're going to set up to do a ribbon cutting here. The
Oh.
most important part.
Oh, I'm sorry, the ribbon cutting. Don't leave yet.
Don't leave yet.
You know, it's the ribbon cutting, okay?
Do we have everybody?
Hold on, Andy, you around here?
Bobby, you don't want to move behind, like over there? Who else?
I'm going to have the board mayor stand.
Is everybody there? I'm good. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Online.